Speaker, and good morning, members. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Greetings. I too stand this morning and I would like to share my thoughts on the Liquor Control Amendment Bill for 2018. And I think most of us will agree that we are at heart social creatures. And we'd like to catch up with friends over a drink, to share our stories about our lives, or because we want to relax after a long week at work. We also like to connect with family, to celebrate achievements and special dates. Now, to do all of these things, where do we go when we want to celebrate and share our stories? We go to our favorite spots that have great service, great hospitality, and a feel-good when we go to them. We head out to the closest lively restaurant strips with great atmosphere, with the smells and sounds that just make us feel good. In my electorate of Jandakot, we go out to Fremantle. We go to the Cappuccino Strip, or we head up the freeway towards the city. These aren't exactly convenient journeys. With a few exemptions, we don't see these places in our outer suburbs. I think you will agree that we are lacking something in our local centres that could be really great. We could bring to our local suburbs some of the life and social energy that we now travel considerable distance to find. This is why I want to talk to you about some of the benefits that the Liquor Control Amendment Bill will bring to our local communities. Here in WA, we are trying to create communities and neighborhoods that are lively and that are vibrant. We want to create places where people want to go. Our tourist centers already have this, but our local centers can have it too. And I think it will make a big and a positive impact to our communities, for us who live there and for our local small businesses and patrons alike. So how will this bill achieve all this? How will it bring life and energy to some places that might be lacking it right now? The Liquor Control Amendment Bill 2018 allows suburban restaurants to bring community members in for a glass of Margaret River Red or a West Aussie Pale Ale without them having to buy a whole meal. At the moment, people who want to share an evening drink are often driving some distance to socialize in established tourist centers. This is fine, but providing more choices for people to meet up closer to home, to socialize, has to be even better. It means that our local restaurant hubs can be activated and will be able to offer the same buzz and vibrancy that we know and love in our favorite spots. I think this is in line with the community's expectations in 2018. And I think it's going to make WA a better place to live overall. These changes are great for small business too. As we know, 97% of businesses in Western Australia are small businesses. Small business owners are our neighbours, our friends. They're a part of our community. I think it would be hard to find anyone here who does not know a small business owner. Many of us who go to our local restaurants and cafes will know the owner and their staff by name. They are a very central part of our community. We value having them around because, like our schools, they are the heart and soul of our neighborhood. We love going there and we want them to thrive. For small businesses, the liquor bill cuts out a whole lot of red tape. This is frustrating. And in the words of one small business owner, it's traumatic, absolutely traumatic. That's not a word that we really want to hear from our small businesses that are helping make our state more appealing and enjoyable for residents and visitors. This bill is going to allow new restaurant owners who are applying for restaurant liquor licenses to concurrently receive a permit to serve alcohol without a meal, and for the existing licensees to receive a permit without an application fee. Now, this might not seem like such a big deal, but I can tell you that for some small business restaurant owners, getting a liquor permit is a nightmare. It's traumatic. Getting a liquor permit is as big a task by itself as all other things a new business owner has to undertake to open the establishments combined. Getting a single liquor permit is as big a task as all these other things put together. Finding the right business model, finding the location of the restaurant, applying for local government building applications, arranging the builders or the fit-outs, applying for a health permit, recruiting and training staff for the front and back of house, organizing stock and supply chain, and modeling the menus. These are just some of the things that consume a small business owner as they work to make their dreams of opening a restaurant into reality, so that we as a community can enjoy a catch-up with friends and family over a meal or a drink. And all of these tasks put together only just add up to the same amount of work as getting one liquor license. But this bill will change that. Small business people are responsible operators who often put their life savings into a business. We are a tourism state. The McGavin government is trying to further open Western Australia to visitors, and we have people supporting those aims by investing in restaurants and small bars, creating jobs and creating that exciting restaurant and bar atmosphere that people want to experience. To do this successfully, small business owners need to be supported by good governance, cutting red tape, by allowing the flexibility of a streamlined permit application. You are allowing the small business arena to flourish for both our local neighborhood restaurants and operators in our tourist hotspots. I can tell you that the liquor license application process has been so complex and so frustrating that it has actively stopped the progress and momentum of business ventures, with the flow and effect of stifling social interactions and the promotion of tourism in this state. Business owners I have spoken to are telling me that they are excited and support this bill, as it clearly is a common sense approach which addresses a lot of the bureaucratic frustrations they deal with. It can also help make our state more attractive to visitors. Until very recently, it has been nightmarish to apply for a liquor license. The experience just a couple of years ago of a new green small business owner that I know left a lot to be desired. Visiting the office of the Department of Racing, Gaming and Liquor, they were advised that a restaurant liquor license only could take up to anywhere between 4 to 6 months to be approved. A small bar license would take even longer. They were given an application and a checklist that was checked off numerous times and submitted for both a restaurant and a small bar license, hoping eagerly that in person to be informed 6 weeks later that certain documents were missing that were initially approved. Another business owner told me just recently about their experience contacting the Racing and the Gaming and Liquor Department to inquire about the timeframes on a restaurant application. They were greeted by a very enthusiastic staff member who advised that the process could be completed fairly quickly. In less than 3 months' time was the response. The staff advised that they should also apply for a restaurant license and an extended trading permit for the al fresco area and the extended trading permit for liquor without a meal. They would only have to pay one application fee, where previously 3 sets of fees would be charged. Needless to say, this business owner was ecstatic. This is what we have to do to help businesses to thrive and revitalize our restaurant industry for the benefit of the community. There has been a shift in the mentality of our racing, gaming, and liquor, which is in line with the community's expectations of today. From the department to the business community, there is emerging optimism and positivity from both sides. Not only is this bill providing more choices for the community in the way that they would like to socialize. It is removing the burden of frustrating red tape for small business owners who are creating these social environments for us to enjoy. I also have to agree with my good friend, member for Dawesville, Mr. Zach Kirkwood. Whilst we are still hearing horror stories about the Australian binge drinking culture, there is some good news. Kirkup, is it? Okay. Kirkup. Sorry, my apologies. Corrected. Thank you. Yes.
Member, please continue.
Continue? Thank you. Whilst we still hear horror stories about the Australian binge drinking culture, there is some good news. Not-for-profit organisation Drinkwise Australia ran decade-long research between 2007 and 2017, which showed that the rate of risky drinking have across the board been declining. A generation shift is happening in a way that we consume alcohol, which is great news. For me as a father with 2 children who will be approaching drinking age within the next decade, and as a local member seeing this trend towards more responsible alcohol consumption, these changes make me feel reassured. That is why I'm also delighted that the McGowan government has recognized this trend and is acting to reflect it with further amendments to allow restaurant goers to save unfinished wine at the end of the night if they choose to. Now, haven't we all been out to dinner with friends or family where we bought ourselves a bottle of wine, enjoyed a glass or 2, and then at the end of the night, when ready to leave, there's still some wine left in the bottle? What do? We don't want to waste the wine, so we share it out and we drink it. This bill means that restaurant goers will be able to have their glass of wine and take the rest of the bottle home for another day. West Australians are drinking more responsibly, and this bill is supporting that. It's really common sense. I'm pleased to speak today on the Liquor Control Amendment Bill because as a former small business owner and someone who talks to business owners in and outside my electorate every day, I can see the benefits this will bring to small businesses in alleviating the unnecessary frustrations of the liquor licensing process. As a community member myself, and as a local member with constituents who like to socialize with their family, friends and neighbors, I can see the benefit that this bill will bring in opening up more choice for them to enjoy sharing a drink and enjoy a neighborhood that is better activated through revitalization of its restaurants. As a Member of Parliament with an interest in seeing this great state of Western Australia flourish, I can see the benefits this bill will bring in attracting more people to visit and enjoy the growing restaurant culture we have to offer here. Today, I'm proud to stand here as a part of the McGowan Labor government, once again delivering positive outcomes for small businesses and the wider community of Western Australia. I recommend this bill to the House. Thank you.